Hi, Jules. Jules, can you let me know if you hear me? Can you press number 1 for me? Okay, this is my first time doing the live stream by myself, so I'm sorry if I was quiet. So just let me know if you could just press 1 for me. Thank you. Yay. Thank you so much, Jules. All right, everybody. How are you doing? My dog is sleeping, so you're gonna hear a lot of snoring. So thank you everybody for coming to my live. I decided that I wanted to do our Oracle deck review. All right. And this is my Oracle deck review right here. I'm doing it on it's called The Journey, and it's from Allison Flinch. Filice. Allison Filice. Filice. I hope I'm saying that right. All right. And it says Oracle deck to help you find your place in the universe. And on the back, and I love the way how this feels. It feels like a matte type of texture to me. And it says a friendly guide and a sacred space for your journey. Let me read that over again. A friendly guide and a sacred space for your own magnificent journey. And it says you are here right on time and just as you should be. But sometimes that can be hard to see. The journey contains 52 cards and a guidebook to provide signposts along your path towards growth, healing, creativity, and your higher self. What I love about this, I opened this before and I did a reading on somebody with it already, and it was accurate. So I'm like, yes. I'm like, okay. And I love this right here. This is a purple amethyst, and what I love about this is that it has like the little heart-shaped half moon. It reminds me of like Sailor Moon, and I recently watched Sailor Moon again, so getting into it, you know. So what I love about here is that it shows you the full sun. It shows you all the shapes of the sun. And I love that it has the moon, not the moon, the sky. And I love when you open it, slowly open it, you see the checkerboards. And I love that the checkerboards are red and white. You know, the red to me always reminds me of like love, or it could also mean to me like something that's happening right away. And I love the white. I feel like the white is like very clean, you know? And as you know, for like candles, if you're doing a white candle could be for everything. All right. And I just read what was on the back of here. And what I love is that on the other side from it, it shows you all the textures of the moon. That is so pretty. And again, I just love the whole checkerboard all around it. And this is the inside. So I was thinking about doing is that after I show these cards, I'm thinking about why not we just do a reading on Beyonce. So right now, these are, let me pull out. Ooh, my cards are just flying out. I said Beyonce and they're like, come on. Okay. So this is the deck. And I love that it's a big size deck, right? I love that there's so many colors in here. And I love that on each page it's a different color. So you got your pink, you got your yellow. Hi, Steve. Welcome to my live. You got your blues, right? You got your pink. And you got your yellows. So there's all different kinds of colors in this book. And you got your blues, your pink, your yellows. I like that. So I feel like it draws you to not only want to learn about the cards, but it draws you to the color of the background. All right, so let's get started. I don't know why I'm so nervous tonight. You know, I haven't did this in a long time, and it's okay to take time off for myself. You know, it's okay to take time to have self-love, some time for you, you know, and let's get into this. You know what, Jules? Let's see after I pull these cards. But I'm thinking that what I'm gonna do is after I finish this live, I'm gonna do another live, and so that we can we'll read on Beyonce, and I'm gonna pull cards for everybody that's in the room. So how about I do that tonight? All right, and I'm gonna shuffle the cards so everybody can see what the cards look like too. And I felt very connected to this deck. Very connected, felt very comfortable. Like the cards were meant for me. Sorry. So let's go for the first card. Boundaries. I love this card. I love that. It just reminds me like of like heaven, like you're about to go to the gates, right? You can be going to the gates to your mansion. You could be going through, and I love that it's green. You know, I love the green because it reminds me of like money when I say green or nature. And I love that. This reminds me of heaven. And look at that. Look at the orbs. I can see the orbs. So beautiful. And I'm feeling a lot of chills in my room. So I'm like, why am I so cold? Because I'm getting excited and these cards are just flying out. And I love the deck. The deck is also like a checkerboard. Really love that. The next card is the unknown card. It is so pretty. And you know what I love about these the unknown card? I love the clouds. I love the rainbows. And if you look all the way around, it's like you're going to a checkerboard door before you go in. You know what it reminds me of? Almost like an escalator. You know? And I love the store. I don't know why, but I keep hearing the Green Rainbow song. God, what are you trying to tell me tonight? I mean, as soon as I started shuffling the deck, I kept hearing Reading the Rainbow. I don't know if that's a childhood. I remember Reading the Rainbow as a child. But I want to know if it's bringing some type of significance to somebody in the room. Please let me know. Intuition card. Look look at this woman's eyes. You know, with the intuition card, she just looks like she's stressed a little bit. You know? I love the rainbow, and it just looks like a lot is on her mind with the world. And I love the stars. The next card is Leap. Take a leap. It's like taking a chance on, you know, taking a chance on something that with no expectations. That's what it makes me feel like. I love this. I love the texture in the fingers and the hands. And again, I love the sun and I love the orbs. And I'm sorry for the yawning. And I love the sky. You are enough. This is the next card. And you know what I love about this card too? I love not only do you see a sun, but I just feel like um if you're that reminds me of like that childhood of just taking that candy, the bubble gum. You remember the bubble gum candies that you want to go and put 25 cents in the bag? Not 25 cents, 25 cents in the bubble gum machine. That's what I love right now. It just reminds me of bubble gum that you can just go and just pick from the sky and chew. You imagine if we can do stuff like that? Woo! You imagine how much stuff you can just manifest by just taking the bubble gum from out the sky. Okay, the next card is receive. I love this card right here. I just heard something go pop in my room. And I'm like, what is that? Oh boy. And it's probably the confirmation, like, yeah, I did hear something. You heard something, and now you got confirmation. Because I heard something went pop as I was looking at the receive card. So maybe I might be receiving something soon. Or you could be receiving something soon. Just be on the lookout of listening for it. I love the art in these cards. And look at her earring. Her earring is the shape as the sun. So maybe fire signs, maybe fire signs out there. Leo, Sagittarius, and I forgot the other fire sign. And Aries. Maybe it's time to get earrings that are maybe representing yellow. I just put in, maybe and I keep hearing "Put a Smile on Your Face" song as I'm looking at these sunshine earrings. So maybe you can listen to that song later and see. The next card I got is the process. Again, I love the checkerboard. I love the moon. And I love how the moon is like covering the sun. Like the sun's like, okay, it's time for me to, my day's over with. But the sun is still like creeping just a little bit. I love the process card. And I just love the penmanship of how the pen is having like a little star. You imagine if you write a book and it becomes like a hit. When I look at the star, this reminds me of maybe like it's gonna be the process you take to write that book could be um it can lead to maybe stardom. It can lead to maybe 6 years of hard work because I'm looking at the little stars right here. I'm just counting and I'm got the number 6. So to me, it could be something 6 years in the making. Maybe this is bringing you type of confirmation that maybe when you put your work out there, that it can bring in a lot of stardom. Or should I say, it's going to make you famous. It can make you famous. The next card is change. Now, when I looked at this card the other day, it reminds me of like, oh, sorry. It reminds me of a movie, like in the old fashioned where they have like the movie, like the films with the movies in it. That's what it reminds me of when I look at this card. The next card is emotions. Everybody goes through emotions of feeling happy, emotions of, watching it rain. I like that it has a rainbow in here because, like after a rainstorm, there's always a rainbow that comes out. And my little dog's up, so you might hear him might do the. So if he does that, that means I have to come off of here and go take my dog outside. Oh boy. The next card I got is connections. I like this card, connections. It reminds me of dominoes. You remember the game Dominoes? And again, everybody, thank you for coming to my live. The next card is integrity. I love how this looks so pretty. It reminds me of marbles. And also the yin yang sign as well. Let me know, like after this live, let me know, or you can let me know now, like what's like your favorite cards that you got to see today. The next card is higher self. Again, I love the rainbows in this. I hope I'm bringing this closer. Let me just stay still so everybody can see this. I love this card. It's so pretty. You can see all the heart chakras. And again, you can see the sun expanding. Hey, Monifa. Welcome to my live. The next card is alignment. I love this card. It's so pretty. And again, I just love the moon, even though it's like I don't know what you call that kind of moon again. Thank you. It is a beautiful deck. I really love this card. I love the fact that I love the stars. I love the chakra. I love all the colors in here. And I love that. And I love the afro. It reminds me of my hair. Next card is inner child. The inner child card always reminds me of like looking at this little child. This child looks like it's about maybe 2 years old. But just imagine what at 2 years old, how much you get to explore by just watching your surroundings. Being aware of all the new things that you get to see every single day. Such a big imagination. Don't start, little boy. Doop. No. Oh my gosh. Introspective or introspected. So this is really different to me as well. Let's go on to the next card. And these are 52 cards in this deck. I haven't seen all the cards in this deck when I did a reading. So I'm mostly seeing some of these cards at the first time with everybody. I love this green. And again, I love the stars. Inspiration. I keep hearing that Nod song with when I look at the inspiration card with what's her name? Lauryn Hill. I keep hearing If I Rule the World. Great song. I wish they'd come back out and do a remix of that. Yeah. The next card I got was difficulties. No, behave yourself. Difficulties. Everybody just hold on one second. I'm going to let the little pooch go about his business for a little bit. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. My dog is like, nope. He's the boss. He's the boss of me. That's what happens when you spoil your child. This card is so pretty, and it says a new day. And I love that it has pink mountains. And I love the tree branches. Or should I say those are bushes? Those are bushes, I think. And I love the clouds. Next card is synchronicities. This card is so pretty. I just love how the butterfly probably was in the painting and just came off of it. So gorgeous. You know, when I look at butterflies, it always reminds me of transformation as well. And I like the texture of these cards. They're like really like, it's a good texture. Like it's a little, it's thin, but not that thin. I could say that it's a little thick. Oh. Growing. You know what this card reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie of when that plant that was that plant became a life, and then he was singing and everything. I forgot the name of the movie. I don't want to butcher it, but I think it's Little Shop of Horror. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember watching as a child and watching the plant want to eat people. I don't know if it ate people, but it was singing and it would say "feed me," and I'm gonna look that up. But it just reminds me of that. And actually, I forgot the name of that plant that you can actually feed it. You know, like a Venus flytrap. That's what it looks like in the movie. Follow your bliss. Hi, Infinity Nature Mystic. Follow your bliss. I'm going to be doing a second live, which is going to be on Beyonce. and then I'll pull one card for everybody that's in the room. So if you could just stay tuned for that after I finish these cards. Limited beliefs. You know what this limited belief card looks like to me? It looks like a 3D painting. Light in the dark. Thank you, Infinity. It reminds me of Kanye West song, All of the Lights. I know I might be pushing it, but I think it's All of the Lights. I think that's the name of it. And it has Rihanna singing in it. Transformation. Now this card is pretty too. You know what too? It's like a moth on here. I actually seen a moth one time. And I was like, oh my God, but it was dead. Right? And I was like, oh my God, but it's big. They're really big. Woo. Next card is play. And it has 3 mushrooms here. I don't know why I keep hearing I want to get high. Oh, when I hear the mushroom, I keep hearing the song, I want to get high. I want to get high. That's what I keep hearing. And I'm just like, okay. Next card is the journey. And this is like the front cover of the Oracle deck. It's like walking into your imagination, right? And realize how much you can succeed by just walking into your. Let me see what all these stars here. I just feel like when I look at the star and the light, and you know, and I hear the fire truck. So maybe someone is going to be walking into their journey. All right. The next card is wholeness. The next card is cosmic flow. When I looked at this card, it just reminded me of just going with the flow of things. Like not putting your too much expectation on it. Just go with the flow. And it also reminds me like a magnifying glass as well. Because that's what I see in here. See a magnifying glass. I love this card. This reminds me of my own eye. You know? Curiosity. Love this card. Love the texture of the keyhole. Love the blue. I love this deck. I love that this deck got a little piece of everybody. You know? The present. I always say the present moment is a present. I love this card too. Next card is keep going. You know what I love about this deck? I love about this keep going card. Just imagine you got to go all the way around. Like you start your journey, you're walking in and you're going all the way around and realize your destination is not as far as you think it is. Money. And I love the green and I love that it has the coins. And look how the coins look so shiny. I know. Thank you, Monifa. The cards you said I love that the hour. Monifa says I love that the hourglass in the present card. All these cards are so positive. I know I love them. That is pretty. It's a pretty card too. And look at the abundance card. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me, you imagine, did you like grow up like, I don't know if it was in school or some homes. People always had those plastic fruits that had a little basket in it in their home. And I used to be like, what's the point of having it? You can't eat it. But I love this card. I love the abundance. You know. And again, I love the orbs. I feel like in all these cards, it's just spirit guides and my spiritual team. And I feel like that's what connects me so much with these cards is that I love the aura, the orbs. I love the stars. I love that the sun shows in here. The next card is Create. And I love the fact that the pen is has this little brightness to it. Especially at the tip and here, how it has right here, how it has the little tip there. I really love that. And again, I think of when I see red, it tells me you want to get things done right away. Yeah, the pen is upright to infinity. Absolutely. Persona. Look at all these people in a persona. Let me see how many. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a persona card. The next card is Unfolding. Yeah, there is layers in the persona card. You're absolutely right, Juanita. It is layers. Maybe layers to know who exactly who they are and what is their purpose. The next one is Seasons. Listen, in New York, we got winter. And I have to say that I'm just ready for winter to go away. I did not look up about the Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog Day, everybody, if you celebrate that. I don't know if we're going to get 6 more weeks of winter or not, but I'll look that up later. Hopefully we don't. Okay, because listen, I'm done with it. Snow is pretty, but you have to deal with ice, and you have to deal with having salt on your sneakers and your boots. It's not fun. It's not fun. I love the future self card. Just imagine that you get to go and check out what your future self was going to be doing in the next 6 months or 3 months. You know, I love when I get vivid dreams, and then it's like what dream I have, and then see that it's I'm getting to see it in the present moment, almost like deja vu. You know, you just never know. You just never know what God thinks you can handle to see before it comes in the present moment. Just to see it in your dreams first. But just wow. Just think about what would you tell the future you before you get there? That's a big question, right? What would you tell your future self? I got the release card here. And again, I like these little orbs here. I feel like probably all the things that you no longer serves you, you are learning to release. I know only the whole deck is breathtaking. It's beautiful. And I just love that I look at those little as this lady or guy, but I just feel like it's a lady because come on. That's how I feel. Anyway, I feel like this lady or man could be releasing what no longer serves them, you know? And they're just giving it to the sun. The next card is courage. Okay. Hopefully I get better at learning how to use StreamYard because my angle on my cell phone is kind of much better for me, but I'm going to make it work. I love the courage card. You know, it's like lighting a match on your passion. I keep hearing looking out or looking in the better of you. That's what I keep hearing. So if that brings anybody any confirmation or anything, let me know because that's what I heard. Sorry for the yawning. I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work. So me and the little pooch here, me and him be up so early in the morning, but we're used to it. Even on my day off, I can say we wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the courage card is so pretty. It looks white here, the little line where it matches, but it's actually pink. It's actually a light pink. And I love that. The Awaken card. You know what to me the Awaken card reminds me of to me? It's like me getting up in the morning and realizing like, did I just dream that? I want to go back and try to remember my dream And you know how you tell yourself you're going to write down what you've seen and you never do? And when you wake up, it's like, oh my God, like, come on, God, let me get a little piece of remembrance on the dream. I know I'm making a joke, but sometimes it's true, right? Because we get like that in the morning, like, oh, I want to remember. I'm going to remember it. This is good. And then you don't get a chance to remember it because you didn't write it down. Be open. All right. I like this because it just reminds me of a stage, you know? Be open to new experiences. The next card is nature. I love how these flowers look so vibrant, you know? Not only do they look so vibrant, but they're just like blooming. So you got orange tulips, you got red tulip, and I hope they're called tulips. And I'm sorry for the shorted. And you got the yellow flowers there. It's so pretty. And again, you see like the orbs and the stars. You know, it could be like loved ones that just coming around just to see how your garden's going, and um, they could be garden lovers themselves, even though they're on the other side. You know, got the step-by-step card, and I have to say to y'all, I just saw a little feather just now, not feather, but it was like a little line just now past me in my room, and I'm just like, okay, that looked like a little orb. So I think that's confirmation about the whole flower nature card, the nature one. So this is like confirmation for me and maybe confirmation for anybody that's listening out there that you know your loved ones will come to your plants and flowers, and you know, especially if they loved it before they pass or they just always been someone that likes to grow things. And I love the step by step card. It reminds me of Whitney Houston's Step by Step song. So definitely check that song out of Whitney Houston's song Step by Step. All right. And I just love this card because it just reminds me of a guy who's very clean cut. And he got on his best shoes and he is just going out to dance. And he doesn't care what anybody thinks of what he wears. He just knows that he looked good, he smelled good, and whether or not anybody's going to dance with him, he's going to dance by himself. You know? The next card is rest. And I love me a good cup of hot coffee, but this almost looks like it could be tea for some of you out there. And I feel like when I see the checkerboards of blue, you know, blue always reminds me of healing. So maybe, you know, not only are you resting, but you're healing as well. And maybe take the time out to check out the sunset while you relax and heal if you can. All right. Wisdom. I love seashells. I actually watched on TikTok how they were pulling pearls out of the oyster. I don't know if they pull out oyster or clam, but you know, if anybody want to correct me, you can. But I watched it on TikTok and they pulled it out. They were just taking out pearls out of it. And I was like, that's so pretty. And they had like plastic gloves. Well, some of them had gloves on. I mean, of course, I think you will have gloves on because it's, unless you want to feel that icky, gicky stuff. Because it was icky. It's like icky, gooey stuff, right? But they were taking out the pearls. And you could see them washing it at the same time, like they had a little holes and taking out the pearls with their gloves on. I'm like, that is so cool. So definitely check that out if you can. And I just love watching it. The next one is Mara. You know what song reminds me of when I see this Mara Mara is I'm gonna try to remember her name. I'm gonna remember her name right now, and I just don't want to mess her name up for everybody. I'm gonna look it up, but and it's a good song, by the way. Let me see right now. I'm sorry it took it so long, but I know it's Kelly. But I had to try to remember Kelly's last name. And it's a really good song. Kelly Price. Check out Kelly Price song, Mara Mara. All right. And I love that song. And that's not the last card. I thought it was. Your Beacon. This is a pretty card as well. And the next card is Sacred Space. I love how she's meditating. Like she's taking the time out to go in a place that not only brings her a peace of mind, but aligns her. I love that. I feel like I'm there, sitting there. Like I'm sitting there having a meditation moment. And the next card is the gratitude card. This is pretty. I love that it has the raindrops. It looks like wallpaper that has raindrops. And just looking out, you can see the sun, you can see the clouds and the rainbow. This is so pretty. You know what? I don't know if people do wall um what is it called? Wall painting. When you want to put on your wall. I know I'm pushing it out, but this is so pretty. This room wall painting, right? This is so pretty for like a child's room, you know? Girl or boy. So pretty. Okay. Sorry, my little munchkin, my dog, my car fell out of my gratitude fell out of my hand, and my dog's like, hey. So you know what? I love these cards so much. I'm like, you know what? We can do Beyonce's. I'll make it a separate video, and we can do Beyonce next. And I'll pull a card for everybody with the for the Beyonce one. If you would like to book a reading with me, it's right here in the description below at melissaburtonshow at yahoo.com. And I'll let you know my pricing. And in advance, I just want to tell you thank you for picking me to read you. Also, when I get to 300 subscribers, I'm going to give away 3 decks. So I'm going to mix it. I'm going to have a box and mix it between Oracle decks and tarot decks and just mix it. And when it gets to 300 subscribers, then I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to pull 3. I'm going to put a box and pull out 3 people's name and then shake up and do the whole picking the cards. So if you want to have your chances, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment on all my videos. Also, just thank you all so much. I appreciate everybody. But yes, I'm going to read on Beyonce. I feel like I want to do it. So let's do it. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I love you all. I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.